Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Liz. Thank you for stopping by. I am back again with another unboxing. Now, wasn't planning on getting another deck for a while, but I saw this deck and I thought it was the cutest thing. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to seeing it. It is the Tarot for Kids by Theresa Reed and illustrated by Kaylee Whitman. It just looks so adorable, although it's kind of big, so I don't know how it would work for kids, but it's not just for kids because I've looked at a couple of the cards and no, it's just a sweet little deck. So I'm just going to flip the phone over and I will be right back. Okay, so like I said, I got this just because I thought it was adorable. I got it on Amazon. It was like, I want to say it's around $14, a little bit less. And it's just adorable. Like I haven't opened it yet, but it says it's for kids ages 8 and up. Now you have to be discerning, you know. A lot of people don't want their kids doing tarot, which I understand to a degree, you know, I get it. But for those who want a starter deck, this might be a good one. Let's see. So it says here, tarot is a great resource for decision making, creative thinking, learning to trust your intuition, and so much more. Plus, it's a lot of fun. Kids will love learning to read tarot on their own or with their friends. Tarot for Kids includes 78 beautifully illustrated cards plus a 96-page guidebook that includes a brief history of tarot, the meaning of the cards, and how to perform readings. Get ready for hours of fun. And it does come with a guidebook. I think I just read that there. Regular price on it is $18.99. I did not pay that. I don't know who the publisher is on this. I don't know if it actually says. Not that it matters. I'm just curious because usually there is a publisher, but I don't see it. Anyway, let's take a quick look at this. It looks really, really adorable. You know, sometimes you just need a sweet deck. Like I said, it's not just for kids. So the only thing I can tell you right now I don't like is this tuck box. Although this is pretty thick, so the chances of it getting ruined with an adult are, you know, pretty low. They still can get ruined. But if it's a child with these, you're going to have to get some sort of pouch or something to keep them in. They are going to get ruined, and they're going to get ruined rather fast. Not the cards, I'm sorry. The box is going to get ruined fast. I don't know about the cards. Hold on, I'm just trying to keep it in order so when I flip them around. I mean, it's a pretty thick deck, so the cards themselves are a good thickness. They do seem quite large. I did read the reviews on it. Most people like the cards, but a couple people did mention they're awfully large for children, and I agree with that. But for an adult, they're great. You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm glad that they're, and this is the book. It's, you know, sweet and simple. And I think, honestly, I think this is a great beginner deck. I really, really do. I think it's just very sweet. It's got sweet energy. Sweet, soft, gentle energy. And honestly, sometimes you need a sweet, soft, gentle energy with certain people because they're a little bit on the delicate side sometimes. So we all have a delicate moment. We don't need the harsh cards to come off as, you know, really harsh. So anyway, let's start. Okay, number one, they don't have borders, which I mean, they sort of do. There's a border there, but it's not. I mean, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the border there? They all have a little bit of a border, but it's just like built into the design. Like there, can you see the stars back there? So love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so the Fool, the Magician, and clearly it is based on the Rider-Waite. Look how beautiful this is. I love these illustrations. Oh my goodness. The Moon Queen. So the Moon Queen is not the High Priestess, which is fine, you know, but it's definitely the design of the High Priestess. So the Empress. Look how beautiful this is. So pretty. Love it. The Emperor. And definitely I can see, both in the Empress and the Emperor, some, looks like Egyptian symbology there. That looks like an Ankh. That looks like an Ankh. The Rules, which would be the Hierophant. See, they've changed some of it because it is supposed to be for kids. What was that? Something just fell. Oh, okay, it's the cord to my computer. Scared me a little bit. All right, so the Best Friends, which would typically be the lovers. So I really do like this a lot. I really do. The Chariot. Oh, look at this strength. So cute. Oh my God, I love it. The Hermit. The Wheel. Now the wheel, you can't really see it very well. I can see it better in person than it is coming out on the screen there, but it does have some symbology here. I'm trying to see what it is. I mean, of course, the tarot, that there is a thing that says tarot here. There's a T, but what's, I'm trying to figure out, that looks like a water sign. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know if it's hard for me to see exactly what it is. Whatever, doesn't matter. It does have something on there. It's just hard to see what it is. Okay, Justice. Patience. So instead of the Hangman, it's Patience. I do like that. See how I'm talking about something? There are some places that have borders, but it blends in with the design. I'm just trying to... Okay, Justice, the Patience, which is the Hangman. Change. So change would be the Death card, typically, because it's number 13. I like that it's change rather than death, especially for children. Balance, which would be Temperance. The Bully, which would be the Devil. I like this. This is really, really well done for kids. And it's honestly really well done for adults too. The Tower. The Star. So pretty. Look at this. The Moon. Look at that wolf right there. This one. He looks happy to me. I love it. It's cute. Look at this, the sun. Look at the horse. He looks so happy. Judgment. I like that it's just the angel there, you know, call to action, a wake-up call, you know. The World. Also very well done. I love these. I love these cards. The imagery is beautiful, very soft and delicate. I mean, the cards aren't super bright. They're more muted colors, but they're just really pretty. All right, so Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Wands. Oh, I like this Five of Wands. This is great. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. I love this one too. Really nice. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. I mean, as you can see, most of it is very much Rider-Waite, you know, inspired. A lot of it is almost, I mean, you could definitely tell by looking at it what card it would be. So, Nine of Wands and 10 of Wands. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. Very cute. I love the horse. Queen of Wands. Now, she doesn't look like the typical Queen of Wands. The typical Queen of Wands is looking out at us. This one's looking to the side. There's a black cat here. It's a giant black cat, so maybe a panther. And honestly, she kind of looks kind of sad, which she's supposed to be happy, but okay. Still cute. Very cute. And the King of Wands with the salamanders that are usually on his throne. I don't know why he looks sad too. Look at him. He looks kind of sad. All right. Ace of Cups. That's a beautiful Ace of Cups. I love it. Two of Cups. Another great card. Very, very nice. Oh, I love this one. This is the one that's on the box in the front. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. And I like that it's all young people on the cards because it is meant to be for children. Five of Cups. And please don't come at me, you know, if if people are watching this and thinking that this is like an evil thing, it's not. I don't believe it's evil. And don't come at me and try to proselytize at me. If you don't like the video, you can just, not watch it, and that's fine. But I know where this could be a sensitive subject, but you know what? I do think it's a really cute deck. And I know none of my regular people are going to come at me. I know that. It's just, I know there are some people who watch these videos and they like to like troll. And I would really, it would be really nice if you just, went somewhere else. Six of Cups, how pretty. Oh, I love it. I love this a lot. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. Now, let me look at that seven again. It has all the different things in here. I'm just looking to see. There's supposed to be... there's choices and stuff. That one's empty. And usually there's something in all of them. But it's cute. Eight of Cups, like I said. Nine of Cups. Ooh, this is so pretty. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. The illustrations are really, really nice. So Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh, she reminds me of my niece. She looks like my niece Vicky. Oh my goodness. And the King of Cups. He almost looks like her husband. That's crazy. Wow. Cool. So the swords now. Look at this nice Ace of Swords. Very nice. Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. I like that too. You know what? I'm going to hold that one back because I just want to see... I was going to say I don't have to, but I just want to see what the book, how the book is written. I'm sure it's very basic, which is good. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. I'm going to hold that one back too. Six of Swords. Oh, so cute. Little dog there. Is that a dog or a pig? Okay, it is a dog. It almost looks like a little pig, but it's not. It's a dog. Oh, so cute. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. And 10 of Swords. Now this one doesn't have the usual imagery, which would be a person there with the knives in their back. I know they probably did that because they don't want to see, children don't want to see that, but honestly, in my opinion, it does take away from it. I can understand why they would do that. Maybe just leave the clothes there or something would have made more sense, but because it kind of just leaves it open to interpretation as far as exactly what it is. So that wouldn't be something you'd have to read the book for. I'm going to leave a few cards out and then I'll decide which one I want to read on. Okay, so Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. Oh, I love this one with the butterflies in the back. And I think her throne does have butterflies, I'm pretty sure. But it's just really well done. I like this a lot. Beautiful. Now, I do wish that the colors were a little bit brighter. They're very muted. I think kids would prefer brighter colors. But they're still really pretty. And the King of Swords. So usually the King of Swords is facing out. So they switch that a little bit. They're all usually facing out on the right of weight, but it's their interpretation, which is fine. So Ace of Coins, beautiful. Very similar to the Rider Waite. It's got the gate in the back and all that. It's really nice. Two of Coins, balancing act. Three of Coins. Four of Coins. Five of Coins. Six of Coins. I'm going to hold that one back too. I'm just curious how they handle these more negative cards for children. Just curious about that. So Six of Coins, Seven of Coins, Eight of Coins. Oh, I love this one. Nine of Coins. Very nice. 10 of Coins. Page of coins, Knight of coins, Queen of coins, and the King of coins. All right, so there's your deck. It is quite thick. It's not real glossy. It's more matte. I mean, there is a little bit of a shine on them, very, very little. They are, like I said, I mean, they're large even for my hand. Like, I couldn't even do this. Like, try to shuffle them like that would be really hard for me. All right, let's grab the book. Actually, I'm going to grab, let's see, let's do, I want to say change, which was the devil. Okay, no, change would be death, the bully, and the tower. All right. Let's see if I can, because I do think that it's good to look at how they handle the more negative cards, especially considering this is a deck for children. Because for me, that would be a difference on whether I get it or not. Because if it's too much, I mean, depending on the child's age and how much they know. Oh, did I grab the wrong one here? Why did I grab this one? Oh, flipped over. Sorry. Depending on how much they know. I mean, some people raise their kids already, learning this. I had to learn it on my own. Okay, so let's see. Let's go with the bully. And you know what? Let's go with change. And let's see. There is how to do tarot readings, how to shuffle the cards, creative. What is tarot? I mean, it's very basic. And it says here the major arcana symbolizes the big picture, important messages, or life lessons. So let's go to change. Okay. And then it says here in the traditional deck, this card is the death card. So good to know that they put that in there, because it's helpful, I think, in the end that they would know that. So the change is on the way. Nothing lasts forever. Things are always changing. Even you are different now than you were a year ago. Ain't that the truth? Think about how much you've grown physically and emotionally. This card signals a change is on the way. Something is coming to an end to make way for a new beginning. Don't be afraid of the changes that are happening within or around you. It's all good. Reversed. Well, it's good they have the reversed meanings too. Perhaps you're having trouble expecting a change. Change reversed means that you may not Change reversed means that you may not like the changes that are happening, but you must find a way to roll with it. In some cases, this reversal may mean that you need to change something in your life, like a relationship or a bad habit, which that would be hard for kids, but I guess with friends. What changes would you like to make? Question, what changes would you like to make in your life? Okay, so it's basic. It's not weird or anything. I do like that a lot. Let's go to the bully. 15. Okay. Take a stand. Oh, I like that. Have you ever witnessed a mean kid picking on someone, friends harassing or embarrassing someone on social media? Have you been a victim of bullying yourself? It can be scary to face someone unkind. When you stand up for yourself or others, the bully loses their power. When this card shows up, it says you must be ready to deal with a problematic person or situation. Be brave. Okay, so although it's written pretty simply, I think an 8-year-old might have a problem with comprehending these sentences in a way, because I mean they seem to me a little bit more advanced, but it's okay. There's nothing wrong with kids learning. Like my grandson, he reads really well, but other kids not so much. So they may need help, with understanding that, which is fine. Okay, reversed. This reversal means that the bully won't bother you any longer. Maybe you stood up to them and they got the hint, or you figured out a way to avoid them. Perhaps they got caught. What matters now is that you are free from their negativity. This reversal can also indicate that you need to say no to a temptation. I would probably put there maybe a bad habit or something, because, I mean, kids don't really know a lot about that, at least from what I remember. How can you question, how can you stand up for yourself or others? I do like that. I do like, as you know, it's like people say they teach your kids not to be bullies, and yet I see so much bullying on a daily basis on like social media, and even sometimes in the real world. People don't like how people are living their lives and stuff. And honestly, I think we need to get back to a simpler time. Let people do what people are going to do and let people live their lives. I think you can't teach your kids not to be a bully and then you bully people yourself. And I am seeing some of that, and it's extremely frustrating. All right, the Tower. Expect the unexpected. Sometimes life throws you a curveball. For example, something you're counting on doesn't come through, or a shocking change of events leaves you feeling uncertain. Everything seems scary and hard. Take a breath and know that this won't last forever. Nothing lasts, not even the tough stuff. Thank God. The Tower brings chaos and disruption, but soon you'll rebuild something better. Like I said, I like the way it's written, but I do think it's a little bit more advanced than, say, a typical 8-year-old. Maybe even a 10-year-old might be a little thrown off on that. The worst, reverse, the worst is over, or you got out of the way just in time. Move on and know that you're free from the drama. Question, what are some ways to deal with uncertainty? All right. I do think it probably might read, what are some of the ways you deal with things that happen unexpectedly. I mean, uncertainty might be a hard word for the younger ones, or things that just happen, you know. Okay, let's go to the Five of Coins and we'll work our way backwards. Okay, Five of Coins, being an outsider. We all know what that means, right? I was just reading about the bully card. It's on the similar level here. When you see the Five of Coins, it can indicate financial problems such as losing your money. It can also mean feeling like you don't belong. If you ever felt like you didn't fit in, you know the energy behind this card. It can be hard when someone gives you the cold shoulder. In that case, you might want to search for like-minded people and form your own circle. This card means a change in fortune, reverse. This card means a change in fortune, usually for the better. It can also indicate that you have found the right friends. Instead of being on the outside, you've got buddies by your side through thick and thin. Sorry, I just got caught up on that there. Instead of being on the outside, you've got buddies on your side through thick and thin. Question, have you ever felt that you stood out? Like, how can we have never felt like we stood out? I like that. I do like that. I think this will promote actually some deep thinking for some kids, because it does have the questions. I like that. And honestly, and for some adults, because some adults I know, could use a lighter deck, but something that's a little thought-provoking too. Ten of Swords. Let's see. And then I'll do a court card. I'll just pick one at random. Ten of Swords. Where am I? Oh, that's right. Ten of Swords. The worst is over. The image on the Ten of Swords card may look scary at first, but take a more in-depth look. The sun is rising in the background, which is a symbol of hope. When you see this card, it's a sign that the worst is over. You've made it through the hard part. Now you can start fresh. In this way, the card signals relief, like making up with your best friend after an argument. In some cases, this card could also indicate feeling pinned down. Maybe you're feeling locked into doing something you don't want to do. It stinks when that happens, but no, it's not forever. Soon you'll be done and on your way. This is also the Betrayal card. Watch out. Reverse, relief. Reverse, relief. Now you can get up and move on. Nothing is holding you down. Sometimes this reversal may mean forgiveness. A frenemy is sorry for betraying you, and now you can let it go. Question, what are you ready to let go of? Okay. I like that. I am going to read it. These read pretty quick, and I'm only, at 24 minutes? Okay. And whoever doesn't want to listen to it, it's fine. I have no problem if people cut out. I just think with this particular deck, I think it would be good to give a few readings just so if anybody is planning on getting it for their child, or a grandchild, or for a friend's child, that you have an idea of what's in there. So, oh, look at this one. Three of Swords. Sometimes life sucks. See right there? Not everybody speaks like that. So, I mean, you may speak it, but you don't want your kids speaking it, you know. So that's something they may give somebody pause there. So the Three of Swords indicates sadness, loss, jealousy, or heartbreak. This is the card of hurt feelings. When it comes up in a reading, it means that you may need to deal with a difficult and possibly painful situation. Sometimes life is like that. We get disappointed or someone lets us down. It's okay to admit that you feel sad, but but do know that this storm will pass and you'll soon grow from this situation. Reversed. The reverse Three of Swords means healing. Life, there is life after loss. You can clear the air and let go. In some cases, this reversal could indicate a fight that goes nowhere. If you find yourself in that situation, back off and wait until the air is clear to approach the problem again. Question: when someone hurts your feelings, how do you handle it? Now, I do like that. I still think it's written at a level where younger kids really are not going to comprehend it as easily. All right. It's almost written at my level. It's actually, it's simple, sweet and simple, you know. It's just, I think for some kids, it might be more. Okay, so Five of Swords here. Fight fair. When you see the Five of Swords, it means that someone might be acting like a bully. They may be cheating, pushing other people around, or breaking the rules. If you see someone being mean, you need to call them out. Of course, you want to make sure you're not the one doing the wrong thing either. If you cheat or use unfair methods to score a victory, deep down inside, you won't feel good about it. Sometimes this card can warn of a fight. Reverse. The reverse Five of Swords means that the wrongdoing has been revealed. Someone got caught in the act. An apology is on the way. If you've been caught doing something wrong, this is your chance to turn it around. It's never too late to do the right thing. The question: have you ever done something and later felt that it wasn't right? I like that. I think in a lot of cases this will help kids kind of think things through, but not just kids. I can see this deck being very, very easily used by an adult, and the book too, especially a beginner or somebody who just wants something much more simple. It's perfect. All right, let's do, you know what, let's just do the King and Queen of Coins. So Queen of, you know what, let's do the Queen of Swords. I have a special soft spot for the Queen of Swords. She gets a bad rap. All right. Queen of Swords. The Queen of, use your head. Queen of Swords lives in the realm of ideas and truth. She's also calm. If you pull this card, it's telling you to remain logical and honest. Do not lose your head, even if you're feeling stressed. You can make your point, but not if you allow emotions to get in the way. This card can also represent a wise but critical person who may offer advice. Reversed. When the Queen of Swords is reversed, she can be mean. She can use hurtful words, and her criticism can cut to the bone. You want to be mindful that you are not being like this. If someone is acting like that with you, you don't need to put up with that either. Question: how do you share your opinions? I like that. Like I said, this is great for adults, not just children. All right, and let's go to, you know what, we'll do the King of Wands. Let's go to Page of Wands, King of Wands. All right. Inspire others through your brave example. When you see the King of Wands, it means that you must be willing to inspire others. This is your time to be brave and positive. Spread cheer and take care of others. Look out for those younger than you. This card could also represent an adult who is kind but sometimes bossy. Reverse. This reversal can mean taking a foolish risk. If you've done something you later regret, you know what this card is all about. It's also warning to watch your temper and not be a show-off. You might want to avoid those types of people too. Question: who inspires you and why? All right, so I really don't have much negative feedback on this deck at all. I think it's a great little deck. Like I said, the Ten of Swords, I'm just not a fan of the way that's done, but that's not a big deal. Just that, the life sucks thing. But, kids learn these things regardless of whether you put them in a bubble or not. So sometimes you just have to be blunt, I guess. Other than that, it's a great deck. Oh, and the one thing that I do think would be hard would be for a kid to manage these cards. I don't know how a child would shuffle them unless they do it this way, up and over like that, because it is a large deck. I mean, it could have easily been half the deck and been perfect for a child, but I'm not going to lie. I'm glad they made them big because I think they're perfect for me or for, an adult who wants to use them. So they're not just for kids, it's a very well done deck, I think. And I'm glad I actually got it. I'm going to try using this deck because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And working with it is going to be actually very sweet. All right. So thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope I didn't miss anything. I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are. And let's, be kind to each other. We need a little more kindness in this world. And let's have some patience. Blessings and thank you.